warning, this Phoenix Metro real estate market update is going to be a bit different than the past. I'm going old school, fast and furious, giving you the facts that you want. Interest rates down, that's helping. Stock market up and down. I'm not sure how that affects anybody, but I can tell you one thing. Everybody that's thinking about real estate, and most of you are thinking now might be the time to make your move. Make sure you stick around to the end. A lot of good information here. Let's dive into it. New listings in July, 6,698. In June, 7,146. Last year, July 2023, 6,225. If my math is correct, we're up about 473 new listings. Somebody better check my math and leave it in the comments. I was doing it off the top of my head. Thank you for checking my math. It looks like the noodle still works as the numbers were correct. Look, when it comes to new listings, we're a couple hundred up from last year, a couple hundred down from last month. At this point, there's no reason for us to be concerned, but I believe as we go through this video, deeper in, as it were, you're going to see what happens with inventory when people aren't making their moves. It has a ripple effect. Do me a favor before you forget or get too mesmerized by all this valuable data. Click like and subscribe. Somewhere along the line, could you leave a comment so I know you're there enjoying yourself? Active listings, July 17,580. Last month, 18,121. So we're down a little bit there. Holy cow, last year, July, we were at 9,675. So we are up crazy with active listings. Yes, there's a lot more active listings on the market this year than there were last year. Not quite as many as last month. Is it a reason to sound the alarms? Absolutely, positively not. Having a healthy inventory, balanced market is a good thing. It gives buyers selections to make sure that the house they're purchasing will be their dream home. It won't be their forever home. We'll talk about that in a different video. Most buyers don't stay for 30 years anymore, but you definitely don't want to be rushed when you're making a selection such as a house. Pair of sneakers? Maybe a mistake won't be so bad. Sellers may not 100% agree with me because they may be coming to terms that a price adjustment is in order, or they may have to do a couple of repairs to give the house some curb appeal. They may also have to move out at a date that's not exactly when they wanted to, but that's what a healthy competition causes. What do we have next? Let me see. What should I go with? I'm going with closed listings. 5,325 in July, June 6,273. Wow, we have to talk about that. And then last year, 5,485. There's no better time to talk about closed listings than right now. It's fresh on our brains. Is it a concern that we're starting to see them decrease about 1,000 from last month? Again, I'm not sounding the alarm, but we can see active listings are starting to pile up because people aren't buying, thus closed listings are down. If it becomes a pattern, and it seems to be one, there's only a couple things that are going to help us. We'll talk about that. Then again, maybe I won't talk more about closed listings. I'm trying to save us some time. Plus, I said everything I wanted to say on that subject. But if you have questions about closed listings or anything you see in this video, make sure you put it in the comments in the form of a question. I'll reply back in the form of an answer. Let's talk about average sales price. That's a crowd favorite, and the numbers may surprise you. Average sales price, I'm just going to round these numbers off. If you're just listening to this video, good for you. But if you want specifics, you're going to have to go back and look at the screen. All the numbers are right there for you. July, 572,000. June, 592,000. And last year, 559,000. I like what I'm seeing here with average sales price. Hang on, gotta wet the whistle. A lot of talking. Delicious. A little bit up, a little bit of down, meaning up from last year, down from last month. But that's a good thing. That's a good, healthy market. True, buyers always want prices to go into the basement, and sellers always want them to go through the roof. But in the big picture, as long as it remains constant, everybody feels like they're winning, and that's what's important. Sold to list ratio, I'll explain what that is after I give you the numbers. July, 97.6. Last month, 97.7, and last year, 98.3. So it remained constant over the course of a year. I really wouldn't worry about it. Unless, of course, you're a worrier. But even then, I wouldn't worry about it. As promised, the definition of sold to list ratio in the common tongue: when we list a property for X amount, how close do we get to the price that we listed it for? So if we listed a property for $100,000 and we received $98,000, we were at a 98% sold to list ratio when all the dust settles. And you can see by the numbers we just posted, we're pretty close to getting about what we're asking for. Will that remain the same through the topsy-turvies of what may be coming with the election year, with the stock market, and with the interest rates? I'm not sure, but I can tell you one thing. I know real estate, so we'll get through it no matter what the market is. Wow, we are flying through this. I hope you guys like the new style. Next, we have month supply of inventory, but first, a word from our sponsor, which happens to be me. Pay attention. Pretty interesting. By the way, if you're searching for your dream home, our new mobile app is a must-have, so download it. It's safe. It's free, it's private, nobody's going to bother you every time you click on a home you're interested in, nobody's going to sell your information, and the homes on our site are actually still for sale. Quite the differences from those other third-party real estate sites. Give it a try. Month supply of inventory: July 3.3 months, June 2.9 months, last year 1.8 months. I'm starting to see the picture. Are you? Hopefully the picture is becoming clearer. If not, let me try auto-focusing it for you. Active listings are starting to increase. Closed listings are starting to decrease. Therefore, inventory is starting to build. I always say a healthy inventory is somewhere between 2 and 4 months. So right now we're sitting at 3.3 months. No reason for alarm, as I've been saying throughout this video. I believe that if interest rates continue to fall, some of the inventory that we started to build up might get chopped down again. But again, as long as we hover somewhere between 2 and 4 months, all systems go, full steam ahead. What do we have next? Ooh, not exactly the highlight statistic of the video, but numbers never lie, and we need accurate information so we can make our best moves. That said, here comes listing success rate: July 69.3, last month 73.8, last year 73.6. So down, down, down. Now you get the joke of why that statistic wasn't exactly the highlight of this video, but it was an accurate and important number. The listing success rate just lets us know what the percentages are when a property goes up for sale of it being sold. So right now we're right around 70%. Of course, we'd like to see, or sellers would like to see, 100%. Buyers maybe not so much. If they're not exactly selling, they're sitting, and that sometimes gives buyers an opportunity to make a stronger offer for themselves, a weaker offer in the seller's eyes. Currently in this market, as you can see, inventory is starting to build, closings is starting to slow down. So this is exactly what you would think would happen, interest rates being adjusted lower. As long as inflation kind of helps us out, I believe that buyers will start getting out there and finding homes. Last, but certainly not least, well, it could be least, and it definitely is last. Either way, here we go. Average days on market: July 66, June 65, last year 58. Nothing to worry about there. Or is there? I don't believe there is. However, buying and or selling real estate might be, probably will be, most everybody's biggest investment of a lifetime. Take your time, gather the statistics, facts, and figures of the market that you're looking in. Ask as many questions as you want. Never let anybody rush you. Customize that game plan. Therefore, you can make your best moves. There you have it. I truly hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you check out this video. Until next time, please take care. God bless America. I'll talk to you soon.